Good morning. Are you ready for the intro? Let's roll the intro. That's better.
Yeah.
Might have to go a little bit more to the left.
A bit more. Alright.
Yes, like this. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so CRS23. Yes, CRS23. Let's look at our beautiful website to learn about that launch today. So let's go to upcoming launches. And we have one web. Yeah, orbital Tesla is actually next. I haven't updated it yet. I have to reorder stuff. So CS23. Rockets, of course, Falcon 9, Block 5. It's launching. T-0 is today, Saturday, August 28 at 7:37 a.m. UTC time. It's launching from LC-39A at Kennedy Space Center. And it's landing for the first time on a short full of Gravitas. The payload is Cargo Dragon and actually some others. Let me just pull them up. What was that? So, yes, the other payloads, or actually the payloads inside Dragon, we have a few. We will probably go to them through later in the stream. But yeah, let's just look here again. So yeah, general information. It's a resupply like any other, and the mass of the payloads inside Dragon is at around 4.2 tons. And yes, we actually have already a few. So it's early in the morning, and it's 3:37 a.m. in US there. So right away.
Yeah.
Crazy. I don't know what happened there. Okay. So yes, wait, was the fuel working? Wait a second. Here, no, okay, that was weird. But now it should work. Yeah, we're at T-minus 54 minutes and counting. And weather's actually at the moment it's green. And yeah, let's hope it will stay there so we can see launch today. Not like yesterday evening.
Wasn't there like just a 40% POG?
POG?
That thing where the probability
PGO.
of PGO.
PGO's 40%, yes.
Ooh,
PGO is still
that's
40%.
not high.
Yeah, that's not that good.
Okay, let's just hope it goes, because a shortfall of Gravitas is gonna be cool.
Yes. Sadly, it's it's night launch, so yeah.
What's the local time over there? I mean,
It's 2:47. 2:32.
yeah, okay.
So launch at 3:37. So that would be now 2:33. Yes, 2:33.
Okay.
Yes. Let's just have a look here. So we have MISSE 15. Is one of a series of MISSE investigation testings how the space environment affects the performance and durability of specific materials and components. These tests provide insights that support development of better materials for future spacecraft, vessels, planetary structures, and other components needed for space exploration. Testing materials in space has potential to significantly speed up their development. Materials capable of standing up to space also have potential applications in harsh environments on Earth and for improved radiation protection, better solar cells, and more durable concrete. Alpha Space provides the MISSEFF lab that hosts these investigations. So yeah,
So
just
they're-
some material tests and investigations.
Yeah, so they're testing materials that they want to use for stuff like suits and buildings and all that kind of things, which is obviously important for stuff like a moon base or whatever, or like Mars base even. And yeah, I mean, they're just testing that out in a low G environment.
Essentially flying the
Okay. Let's just look at NASA's live array because we have like pad views. Didn't know that we had pad views pre-flight. That's interesting. But yeah, here you can see booster B1061, I think. 61 or 62. Yeah, it should be 61. So I think at the moment weather's actually turned red.
Okay.
Yes. Do you want to do this one here?
Sure. So another payload that is on Dragon are robotic helpers by Nanoracks. So it's Nanorack's GT robotic arm. This demonstrate the versatility and dexterity in microgravity of a robot designed by GAT Japan Inc. Results could support development of robotic labor to support crew activities and tasks, as well as servicing, assembling, and manufacturing tasks while in orbit. Robotic support could lower costs and improve crew safety by having robots to take on tasks that could expose crew members to hazards. The technology also has applications in extreme and potentially dangerous environments on Earth, including disaster relief, deep sea excavation, and servicing nuclear power plants. The experiment will be conducted under the pressurized environment inside the Bishop airlock, the space station's first commercial airlock. Yeah,
Hello again, this is Stephen Clark, editor of Spaceflight Now, with an update on the countdown. Now 49 minutes until launch time.
You would update.
The weather conditions are currently observed red at the Kennedy Space Center due to the cumulus cloud rule. Some rain showers are approaching the launch site from the southeast over the Atlantic Ocean, and bringing the risk of lightning over the Space Center. However, there's still a little over 48 minutes left in the countdown for this weather to clear in time to permit launch this morning at 3:37 a.m. Eastern Time. That's 0737 UTC.
Okay. So yeah, weather is currently red because of cumulus clouds and the chance of lightnings. So yeah, we actually have mission control audio. Let me just pull it up. Okay. So yeah, here we have a nice view again. So when does fueling start again?
T-minus 38 minutes
so
is
much,
the poll of where they decide like the hole for fueling at T-minus 38 minutes, and if it's go, it's just starting immediately. Yeah, 35
So
minutes.
yeah, T-minus 35 minutes we have go, no-go for propellant load. At T-minus 35 minutes we have loading of RP1, I think in both stages. At T-minus 35 minutes we also have stage 1 LOX load. At T-minus 60 minutes the second stage starts to get fuel with LOX. At 7 minutes Falcon 9 begins the engine chill, and at T-minus 5 minutes Dragon transitions to internal power. At 1 engines we have startup and even propellant tank pressurization, so the tanks pressure flight, no more venting, leave the pressure inside. And at T-minus 0.03 seconds, or no, that's probably just 3 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, at T-minus 3 seconds the engine controller gives command to start the ignition sequence of the engines, and T-minus 0 seconds Falcon 9 lifts off. That's actually not right. I mean, Falcon 9 starts the engines at 0. So we had the
Yeah,
last
but
launch,
it's
so I watched it
pretty
was
much.
T-minus, it lifted off at T plus. You understand?
No, but it was really quiet, but it was just some mission control talk and not
I think they
important.
said something about no go pull, but yes, can we scrub back? Oh, next. Where are we? Here, no.
Yeah. So is there like actually a dude who sits there and presses the button and then the engines are starting, or?
No. Falcon 9 is 100% automated.
Yeah, but why does it say, if you go back to the website, why does it say engine controller commands engine
That's
engine
computer.
ignition? Oh, I thought it was a dude.
No, it's
Yeah.
a computer. It's a flight computer. So it's the engine unit and the flight computer.
Okay.
So yeah, here we can see it again for lightning. Everything is currently yellow there.
Right, so in about just 5 minutes, they are holding a poll for go poll for payload, fuel and propellant load. That is at T-minus 38 minutes, and then 3 minutes after that, they would start propellant load. Should there be any very, very bad things like weather or whatever, would that be in a very bad situation, then they obviously will not start propellant load. But yeah.
I think they will actually start propellant load. They will just, I think no go poll for propellant load, just checking the systems and valves and stuff. And
yeah, but I mean, like, if they're in a huge thunderstorm at the launch pad, they won't start propellant load.
maybe, I don't know, if they like see, you know, it's away in 20 minutes and we could launch in 20 minutes if it just start loading now. I think they would actually.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a pretty high risk, because it's still lots of fuel and lots of logs.
I mean, if fuel is there, it's just not in the rocket.
Yeah, but if it's not in the rocket, it's safe. Because if it's in the rocket, basically anything could happen. Imagine a lightning striking the rocket and somehow knocks out, I don't know, like a connection or anything, and then everything flows together. That would be bad.
Yeah.
Or like striking a COPV and then just
Yeah, well,
COPV be crazy.
That's what a lightning rod is for, right?
Yeah, but it still could, for some reason, strike the rocket. I don't know. I mean, the only reason the Saturn V of Apollo 12 was able to be struck by lightning was because the exhaust plumes were grounding the rocket, basically. So that's why the lightning struck into the rocket. So I don't know if what's like how it is with oxygen vapors and stuff like that, but maybe if they have like the big 20-minute vent and it is higher than the launch tower over there, then it might be able to ground the rocket and strike into the vapor cloud. I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, 2 minutes, 40 minutes. We're... Whoa.
Yeah, it's very early over here. I mean, not early as a, like, from a time standpoint, but...
from a waking up time point.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's actually wait a second.
Let's actually wait a second. That's an interesting suggestion.
52.
Oh, demonetized.
I don't know if it's just us because we're so in this situation, but I feel like that's a pretty funny video.
Yeah, that was funny. Oh, we actually reached 60 subs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's wait for the 69 subs.
My guy, it's 8 a.m. 9 rather for you. I'm out here suffering, not really. Oh, the not really was probably on the video. But yeah, the thing is, I haven't slept very much the last couple of days because it was stressful with the trains and they're going really early. So yeah, I needed some more sleep, and after the stream of Astra yesterday, I just immediately went to bed and fell asleep within like 3 minutes. And I slept until Marlon woke me up 2 minutes before the stream, so yeah.
Didn't know you haven't set your alarm.
I
mean, who doesn't set an alarm?
I just forgot because I literally instantly fell asleep.
But didn't you set it here? When we were still in this room here?
No.
I think...
Okay. No, I didn't. I wanted to, but I didn't.
Arrange it. We go for propellant.
Alright, we go for propellant load, which is gonna start in just 3 minutes. But yeah. Oh, the video is funny as hell. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, well, I've been stuck on vacation for 3 months, having an amazing time. So who's really suffering? Yeah, I don't know why you wrote that, but yeah, we're still on vacation, not on vacation, but on summer break.
Until
And
Monday.
yeah, for him until Monday, and for me until Wednesday for some reason. And yeah, so we are also almost through the summer break. Yeah. That's just the onboard
Yeah.
information thing.
Briefing. So yeah, there we have it. There's venting. There was just some venting
Yeah, there are small vents at the very top of
from
the
the
LOX
TE.
tank.
So yeah, we had just some venting from TE that indicates that they're probably like cooling down the lines or so ahead of propellant load. Here, you can actually see the tanks. You see this here where the soot is darker. This is the RP1 tank. It's not covered in ice, and this is the LOX tank. It's covered in ice, so that's why there's not that much soot on it.
The soot just sticks to a very cold surface much better than to very differently than to a not icy surface.
Yeah, I mean it's probably also because just the ice gets sooty and then it falls off. It melts and then
Right. So that's why you can
That's
see the
probably
very
why you can see-
distinguished lines, and
Yes.
sometimes on the very old boosters you can actually see like rectangles. That's just probably insulation inside. So there are cooler spots within the insulation of the boosters. So that's where the boosters are just a bit warmer or colder than the other parts, so that's why you have very distinguished lines on the booster. So yeah, the older the booster is, the more dirty it gets and the more lines you get. And yeah,
Yes.
I mean, when it flew 10 times it's basically black.
Confirmation of fueling started.
Yeah.
So that's LOX load first stage and RP1 load both stages. Let me just do a tweet.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think I've read that the booster is now, that's the second flight for
Fourth.
this booster.
Fourth flight.
Fourth?
Fourth.
Oh, never mind. But it's still pretty not sooty for for its fourth flight. Yeah.
It's a fourth flight.
Okay. I kind of want to quote Marlon from yesterday. He said that he really misses Starling launches.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. My first ever live launch that I've watched was Starling 1, so yeah. Haven't missed a SpaceX launch since. Oh, this booster is from Crew 1 and Crew 2 as well? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because Crew 3 has a booster that only flown once.
That's probably the one from GPS.
Yeah. And SXM8, but it's not so important. Nah, well,
I think I use an older booster there. For SXM8.
yeah, I'm not sure. I can remember SXM8 It's a radio satellite for the radio company SXM.
Was first stream for Spaceflight.
Yeah. Oh, right.
No, we did stream Cirrus 22.
Yeah, so it was
So
the
this is
second.
follow-up mission for the first mission we ever streamed.
Yeah.
That crazy.
This is Stephen Clark
Oh.
from Spaceflight Now again with another.
No.
So,
Oh, yeah, you can actually see the ice.
yeah.
The ice forming on stage 1 log tank. And it's actually perfectly where the line is, so yeah, that's actually a really good indicator.
Crew 2 will use CRS-22's booster. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I still kind of think that the trunk of the CRS missions, that they look kind of weird because they only have 2 abort fins. I don't. Why do they have 2 abort fins and just not none?
What do you mean?
Like the trunk on the CRS mission, it only has 2 abort fins, but they're
It can't abort.
yeah, right. Why does it have fins at all?
For stability in a sense.
Okay, interesting.
That's just for sensibility. But you don't need 4 of them, just 2 of them are enough for some stability.
Oh.
I think it's because it's a shockwave that Dragon causes. Or not shockwave, you know what I mean? Because here it's a little bit size different. Dragon is a little bit wider than Falcon 9 on the bottom. So it's just to stabilize the upper part there.
Yeah. Alright, we are on 30 minutes, T-minus 30 minutes to
Yes.
launch. It's only half an hour away. Let's hope the weather holds.
I would like to have like a status update on weather here. If we are still red or if we are green.
So the next thing on the checklist is second stage logs loading, which begins at T-minus 16 minutes, so only about 13 minutes away.
Did we get an update on Astra? Let me just look up. Astra did some tweeting yet that we missed.
So yesterday they performed a launch attempt and unfortunately scrubbed after the something at least ignited from the bottom. So if it was an engine or whatever, I'm still not sure. But yeah, the water sprinkler thing started up and then they basically did a static fire, which obviously was not intended.
It didn't seem to have thrust.
Yeah,
Like there
but
was nothing, so it was maybe pre-burner, and then like maybe one ignition and ignition failed or so. But it didn't seem like to be like really stable fire, because it was like not much no thrust or
yeah, so at least something weird happened, and then they first tried to recycle, and then they decided to scrub for the day and do a 24-hour delay, which would give a launch opportunity just this evening.
actually a small weather thing there.
Yeah.
Here, I don't know for what time this is, if it's for lunchtime.
Probably around like the next hour or something.
Because there's a thunderstorm approaching.
Yeah, so you can see the white smudge over there, right here. That's right where
Yeah, the red zones are lightnings.
yeah. So it's just bad weather, and it's heading for the launch site. It actually just stays in like one area, and then it expands out once it's over the KSC. So yeah, that's pretty bad.
So yes, SpaceX extra live.
Okay.
But I have no views right now, so I'll probably stream 10 in 720p, right? Yes.
Yeah, so we're now under T minus 25 minutes and counting. Or almost at 2 minutes 25 minutes, and the LOX load on the second stage begins in just about 9 minutes from now. So yeah, that's where you can see the clean white rocket on the like just the second stage, because it obviously has no soda on it because it wasn't flown before. And you can't really see lots of ice forming because the rocket is just white. So if there's ice on it, it looks the same for us. Yeah, but you can actually see how the ice is actually creeping up the side of the booster of the first stage, and you can really see how it's slowly increasing in height. And yeah, you can see the vapors coming off, and how it's just getting bigger and bigger, basically. So it looks like we've almost reached maybe half. They probably lined the logo to the half so that the S is the half. So we're approaching half LOX load on the first stage.
So I'm actually looking up weather for the Cape and lightnings. So
yeah, I think even if there's just a chance for a lightning storm, that they still would scrub.
yes.
Wasn't it today your time zone? The Astro attempt? No, it wasn't, right?
Oh.
Yesterday.
Was yesterday.
Easier was it like 11, right? Yeah. And then they they delayed to 11:45, and then they scrubbed.
Actually, right at T0 there is a small cloud thing coming over, and also a thunderstorm cloud. Not at Cape, it's looking like it's going. So yeah.
The weather's just basically there, and it's annoying for a rocket launch, basically. So
So yeah, there should be cloud coming right over.
yeah.
So yeah, it's probably gonna scrub.
Cargo dragon looks so weird with the board shrouds just closed. Oh.
Wow, everyone, take a look at your screen
Yeah,
right now for this magnificent view of SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket and Cargo Dragon. It is stacked and ready at Launch Complex 39A to lift off in just about 20 minutes.
Wow.
The Dragon spacecraft will fly about 4,800 pounds of crew supplies and science, including an experiment that could change the way we treat osteoporosis.
Muted.
Dragon is also delivering...
Just at least make it quieter. I feel like the NASA live streams are a bit too enthusiastic for my taste. I like it better when they're just talking and not like duh, 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 duh. It's not like a TV show. I really don't like if
it's
they're
NASA TV.
Yeah, but NASA TV isn't regular TV. It's not like a show that is continuing. Ooh, nice.
Good morning, Megan. It's really exciting to be here covering today's mission in partnership with NASA. It's the third Dragon flight to the space station this year, and also the third cargo resupply mission with our upgraded Dragon. Now, this particular spacecraft debuted at the end of last year for CRS-21, and it's the first reuse of the upgraded cargo vehicle. Now, following a successful launch, this Dragon will be joining the Crew 2 vehicle Endeavour, currently on orbit and attached to the International Space Station. It's going to be cool to see two Dragons once again docked to the International Space Station. Now, looking ahead for the rest of the year, we have 2 more planned missions for Dragon before year-end. That's including both crew and cargo missions. Now, let's talk a little bit about Falcon 9. It's a 2-stage rocket designed and manufactured by SpaceX for the reliable and safe transport of people and payloads into Earth orbit and beyond. That is what you see on screen right now. The vehicle stands 70 meters tall. That's greater than the wingspan of a 747 aircraft. Just before our program started at the T-minus 35-minute mark, our team gave the go to begin loading propellants on the vehicle. Taking a closer look at the rocket, the bottom 2/3 of the vehicle is the first stage. Its objective is to accelerate the vehicle through the Earth's atmosphere to space and then separate from the rest of the rocket. Now, this is the 4th flight for today's first stage, which actually previously supported both the Crew 1 and Crew 2 missions for NASA. As usual, we'll be attempting to recover our first stage, and we're excited to be using our brand new drone ship. There it is on screen. It's named a Shortfall of Gravitas.
Look at that.
For those keeping count, if we do successfully land the Falcon 9 today, this will be the 90th landing of an orbital class rocket.
Nice.
Above the first stage is the second stage. It has a single Merlin vacuum or MVAC engine, which ignites after the first stage.
Please
separate.
just stop.
The second stage is what will carry Dragon to its intended orbit, allowing the spacecraft to eventually rendezvous with the International Space Station. And speaking of the Dragon, it's sitting right on top of the rocket.
Funny.
Dragon was designed from the beginning to be reused, and this new version of Dragon is designed for up to 5 flights. As mentioned earlier, this is going to be the second flight for this particular Dragon, and today's mission actually marks the 10th reuse of a Dragon on a CRS mission to date. As for cargo, today we'll be delivering more than 4,800 pounds of cargo to the space station, including critical materials to support dozens of science and research investigations that will occur on board the orbiting laboratory. To this day, Dragon remains the only spacecraft currently flying that's capable of transporting significant amounts of cargo to and from the Earth. We'll go into a little bit more detail on some of that research
Oh,
later
I
in
thought
today's
you meant the
broadcast, and
landing
we'll discuss
of
how Dragon's
an
actually
orbital class
enhancing
rocket
the
booster
research capabilities of
at
the International Space Station.
CRS-24,
But for now, I'll send it back to you,
inspiration
Megan.
for Crew 3.
All right, thanks, Andy. And
What's
now I
up
want
with
to bring
those
in
missions?
Joshua
What do you
Santora.
mean,
He's also with
Boca?
NASA Communications. Joshua, how's it looking so far?
Technically, things are going well. Weather is a story that just keeps getting worse, unfortunately. So we opened the show with a situation that had us at about a 60% chance of violating, specifically to the cumulus cloud rule. But since our show has begun, we've had a couple other issues pop up. So we're now tracking concerns. And if we want to pull up a weather graphic here, this will show you what we had at the open of the show. We also are tracking now the attached anvil cloud rule and surface electric field rule. So we're adding things to the list. Not a great scenario to be in, but we are still fueling, and so we're still marching towards T0, hoping that things will clear up. We've seen situations like this clear up in the past, so fingers crossed going forward. Appreciate the folks over at Space Force, Space Launch Delta 45, specifically our launch weather officer, Brian Sizik, supporting us. Again, we'll continue to track that, but that is something that we just can't control. The things that we can control are going really well, which started at T-minus 35 minutes with the fueling of the first stage. We're about to start the fueling of the second stage at about T-minus 16 minutes. And then jumping ahead, we would have T-minus 7 minutes would be the Falcon 9 engine, pre-launch engine chill. T-minus 5 minutes would mark the Dragon transitioning to internal power for terminal count. In the final minutes, we'd expect to hear calls for propellant tanks pressurized for flight, and the SpaceX launch director verifying the team is go for launch. So our liftoff is still targeted for 3:37:23 Eastern time. That time is so precise because we do have a single second in order to rendezvous with space station, and that's why the weather kind of is. It is what it is situation where when we get to T0, if the weather's not good, we cannot fly. We'll have to try again another day, which we do have an attempt available for us tomorrow morning if the teams can recycle in time for that.
Yeah, so they basically,
I want to hear that.
because I wanted to talk.
So, Megan, like I said, technically, it's been
But I want to hear if they give us weather updates.
Otherwise, not so much.
Yeah, but he's pretty much done. So he said that there's a bad weather situation, including ground electrical. I don't know what they call it. I can't remember, but it's basically that the ground is able to transfer the electricity of a lightning strike. So if there is a lightning strike close to the rocket, it still might be affected by lots of electricity and all that kind of things. So he said that there were 2 more Dragon launches this year. Current cargo does inspiration for not exist. Yeah, well, it's maybe just as you said, to the ISS. So it might be that they're just counting the Dragon at the ISS Dragon missions that are important to them, to NASA. And maybe it's just because it's technically still a commercial, private.
It's a private spaceflight, yes.
Right, so maybe that's why they cut it out of the picture.
We're almost at 3,000.
Nice.
Crazy.
This team has a long and exciting history of space-based R&D in areas ranging from nanofluidics to drug delivery technology development, rodent research, and advanced materials. These research projects have led the team to its latest investigation that will aid in the development of a tunable drug delivery implant. The implant can be remotely controlled to release specific amounts of drug, providing individualized treatment for patients on Earth.
That's cool.
Yeah.
These are only a few of the ISS National Lab sponsored projects launching on SpaceX CRS-23. Research sponsored by the National Lab aims to bring value to our nation and drive a robust market in low Earth orbit. To learn more about all investigations sponsored by the ISS National Lab flying on this mission, please visit our mission overview page at issnationallab.org.
Oh, wow.
Wow, some really cool stuff there. But let's chat more about one of the Girl Scout.
Is she wearing a mask now? She wasn't before.
Oh, yeah.
That's
But with
weird.
The camera can't have COVID. I didn't know.
Oh, because they have a little girl in there. Okay. She's 8 years old.
Yeah. Apparently.
With your science experiment, how do you feel?
Amazing.
Tell me why you feel so amazing. I know you love science and you love
It
space.
won't launch today, that's all you know.
I just like watching
I'll call it now, it's gonna scrap.
launch into space
Pretty
on
sure.
TV, but I thought it would be even cooler to watch it in person.
Let me tell you a secret. It is. It's so much cooler to watch it in person. So I see you have a replica of your science experiment here. Can you tell everyone what you're studying?
I'm studying ants to see if they can still tunnel. And right now they're just moving along trying to get used to the gel before they go up to space.
Yeah, and that gel is
I don't think that thing's going up to space that you have in your hands, but okay.
Yeah, but the woman to the right said it's a replica.
Hey.
And she is just explaining how it works,
Yeah,
so...
but she said before this is going to space.
Yeah, but it's just the exact same thing on the rocket now.
I know.
And she's 8 years old, damn. Her science experiment is going into space, that's exciting.
I heard my mom told me about the
Yeah, ha. So,
and I just wanted to do it so bad. So my mom printed out the papers, and I started doing the instructions.
Yeah, and I know you love ants. You have an ant farm at home, so this is a perfect opportunity for you, and I'm so happy for you. Thank you, Anna Claire.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you. All right, so Anna Claire's experiment was loaded onto Dragon only 21 hours ago. Here's video of what we call that late load. Each person is carefully handling
Look at that.
time-sensitive
That's cool.
experiment that needed to be packed into Dragon as close to launch as possible. You see them there. They're all in the appropriate gear to carefully move each of the experiments into there. Again, this is a
appropriate,
very, you know,
appropriate gear.
I want to see shots of inside. Please give us inside drawing shots.
Nope, they won't.
the science experiments are safe up there.
I think the inside is pretty much some kind of classified.
Do you mind telling us about the extent
Because there might be like
Oh.
Department of Defense stuff in there.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
it's the ISS. It's
Yeah, still.
they're Russians on board, so
So?
they could just go anytime to Dragon and just look at it.
Yeah, but we're not in a Cold War anymore.
Yeah,
Doesn't,
but
doesn't matter. Interesting. So we're at T minus 10 minutes. Approaching engine chill, actually. Obviously. Sorry, obviously at T minus 20 minutes, we had the big 20-minute vent. And at T minus 60 minutes, stage 2 log loading began. As I said earlier, we don't really see any vapors not vapors, ice forming on the second stage because it's just so clean, and there's no way we'll see any ice.
you can kind of see it. You can see where the vapor starts a bit, but yes.
Yeah, so and on the first stage, you can't see any logos anymore because there's ice covering
Why
it.
is
And
ice only on one side?
what do you mean?
Like where the plumes, you can see it's gray behind that, so the ice only like on one side.
I think it's just a distortion. It's pretty much white all around. Maybe there are some parts where the ice is thicker compared to other parts because, I don't know, there's like some kind of insulation or the raceway.
Launch abort has started.
It's called
Couldn't scrub.
AX8, which is going to study the response to stressors at the genetic level of plants.
Yeah, we don't care about the experiments anymore.
So yeah, we have scrub.
Pretty much. But why is the
So
countdown
mission
still
control.
going? Hold on.
Well,
The-
this stream is delayed. But mission control called out a scrub.
To actually harvest that and eat it, so that's pretty cool. One of the things we're trying to do is to learn
Yeah,
how to
hold
engineer
at
plants to
8:40.
be better at microgravity. And what we
All
learn
right.
from that will be able to help us in the future in space travel, but also help people on Earth grow things better. This isn't the only facility we have on the International Space Station to grow things. We have an advanced plant habitat, and currently we're growing chili peppers in there, which we hope to harvest towards the end of our mission.
So now we're in the U.S. laboratory, which is called Destiny, and this is one of our main areas for conducting science on the
I
International
don't think
Space
that it
Station.
was
One of
scrubbed
the
did you
things
weather.
that makes the International Space Station
I mean, it
such a
would scrub
versatile
did you weather
research
at
lab are the
the
express
weather
racks.
pole.
There's a couple
he called out that they started the abort. What did he actually call? I'm not sure.
The support sequence. We don't know why. Maybe it was not.
Yeah, but it was a manual thing, so there was someone sitting there and saying, "Alright, we're gonna abort. It's too risky," and then they
What do you
aborted.
mean?
Like
The
he's
abort sequence is normal. I mean, it's always aborting like that. They always say it's an abort. When they
no, if
abort,
it's
always
like
a
some
abort
critical
sequence.
thing, they'll just say hold, and then it's aborted.
So,
But
I didn't hear it. They started when we were still talking. I can rewind it real quick and listen to it.
And back here live at Kennedy, we actually just got some bad news. I just heard from my producer that today's launch attempt has ended in a scrub. Let's head on over to Andy at SpaceX to get more details about what happened.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, we did hear the launch director during that video package call hold to the countdown. It does look like, as Joshua mentioned, weather is not in our favor today. The vehicle, both Dragon and Falcon, remain healthy. We do have a backup opportunity tomorrow at 3:14 a.m. Eastern time, so join us then. I'm going to hand it back over to you, Megan.
Won't stream that.
Andy, thank you so much. So again, you just heard him say that
That's not. We
launch
can't stream
attempt
that.
has ended in a scrub.
No.
So we have another attempt scheduled.
So I can't.
yeah, same.
At
Yeah.
3:14 a.m. Eastern time. Again,
So
tomorrow,
to say with
Sunday,
that,
August
that's
29th,
it from today's live
3:14
stream.
a.m. Eastern time. Our launch.
So yeah, we had a scrub, and that's the second scrub within 12 hours.
Yeah, it happens.
Yes,
It's not too bad.
it is bad. We can't stream them.
Better scrub than sorry.
Yeah, I guess, but that's unfortunate for us because we can't stream both launches. I can't stream tonight for Astra again, and not tomorrow.
Yeah. It happens.
It happens.
Yeah, alright.
Just gonna end the stream.
Yeah.